The first phase of Cold War was started in 1946 and lasted till 1949, and today we are going to discuss on the first phase of Cold War. The first phase of Cold War was dominated by the atomic monopoly of the US. Western blocs labored the idea that if strong pressure built on the USSR, it would crumble like house of cards. The US policy of condemning Russia could not be implemented because other partners of American bloc were not military equipped like USA, and the memories of the World War II were still fresh in their minds that disaudit them and they were really afraid and they were scared of using any military technique to or any sort of military confrontation with USSR. And because of this intimidity of the Western Bloc, the US could not use its atomic monopoly in to the full extent. And the next factor or the next thing in this war is the Truman Doctrine. This period, Truman Doctrine was issued by Truman in March 1947, and through Truman Doctrine, US took direct military actions. And the next was the Marshall Plan. Marshall Plan was given in June 1947, and through Marshall Plan, US did some sort of economic integration of West European powers. America pursued the policy of intervention and defender of status quo during this period, and the US harbor the anti-communist feelings, and which US endured to implant throughout the world, where and the US attempt to harbor the anti-communist feeling and to endure those feelings throughout the world were the hallmark of this period. And on the other hand, Stalin also contributed in this period through his speech in February 1946. He said the war with the West is inevitable, and he urged his nation not to be relaxed, and he warned them, or he told them that at any moment in this period or at any time we would be having a war with West. And this period was also marked by the German issue. You know that after World War II, Germany was divided into 4 zones under different occupation zones, and out of these 4, 3 were under Western powers, and those 3 Western zones were merged in 1948 to make a single state that was a Trizonia, and that Trizonia was later on given the name of Federal Republic of Germany. Similarly, USSR declared the German Democratic Republic as in their occupation zone. The Trizonia, which was also called the Federal Republic of Germany, introduced a new currency in 1948, and USSR retaliated to this new currency by a Berlin blockade, and the Berlin was blocked by USSR, and the Western powers had to use airlift for supply. So this period is also marked by this entire fiasco in Germany, or the German issue, when when 3 occupied zones or 3 Western occupied zones of Germany were merged to make a Trizonia, and that was called the Federal Republic of Germany. On the other hand, the USSR declared its own occupation zone as German Democratic Republic. So this was the formal division of Germany into 2 separate states, and on the other hand, the Trizonia had introduced a new currency, and USSR had retaliated to this currency by blocking Berlin, that we call Berlin blockade. Uh, and the next major issue during this period was the US refusal to accept Communist government of China. Chinese Communist government had got independence from nationalists in 1949. When Communists got independence or got control over China, USA refused to accept that government. USA continued its relations with the nationalists till 1971. So this period was marked by the Chinese issue as well. So this period was dominated by the concept of atomic monopoly of USSR, and then Truman Doctrine, Marshall Plan, Stalin's statement, and German issue and China issue. These were the major issues of this period. Thank you for joining. Take care. Goodbye.